Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince. How are you, sir?
That at the hello to Kado Mike at the hell.
How your side?
Well, I did fine. Are you?
Well, I'm here as usual. So I've had a very, very busy week, and I'm still gonna have a very, very busy week. So we're having a family holiday away for a week.
Okay,
So we're kind of preparing for that, and somehow it's been
that's fine.
hectic. But yeah, I'm still here, the Prince.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We missed you yesterday.
I know I miss you too. I miss everyone.
Yeah, but I want to remind our people on Temple of Truth and also everybody worldwide that this month is one of the month to remember. October is a month to remember. On 20th of October 2022 was the day that the gate of hell was open at Lekki Toll Gate,
Hmm.
and our people were killed. A lot of Nigerians were killed there. Those youth hoping the future of tomorrow. Um, and I'm reminding everyone so that people to come out throughout the whole world and also remember and call on the world for them to know that this atrocity is still going on. All right.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
And
So
the, and the
20th
worst,
of this.
worst is even going on in Imo State by the Nigerian army, same Nigerian army, perpetrating even worse genocide right now in Nigeria. That's not really receiving the expected attention or the supposed attention.
My ego that brings me also, and also the same month was when Wike Obi Igbo. You can remember Obi Igbo massacre.
Hmm.
You know, that same
It's
month
also the
was
same
when
month. Obigbo massacre
Wike
started
unleashed.
from the 22nd, and it got really, really brutal from the 27th of October. Well, in Yoruba, we say Okulakaye Okwa Igbagbe. Very good sound mind there, Prince. Go on.
Yeah, our people do forget easily. That Lekki toll gate was owned by Jagabandi,
Hmm.
and he under his watch, his children and grandchildren were slaughtered there. I call that gate of hell,
Gate
a
of
gate
hell.
of bondage. You know,
Hmm.
and we are watching. Let them continue. Nothing lasts forever. you know, both the soldier and police that they are using, all of them are inside this quagmire. Then talking about the Udrene areas, that hopeless Ozodimba,
Hmm.
you know, the Supreme Court, Buhari brought bandits. Buhari was the first person that brought bandits into Supreme Court when he introduced Tanko technicality.
Hmm.
Since then, and they planted this murderer in Imo State. He has been slaughtering people at
Uzodimba.
Uzodimba. Uzodimba is a gorilla.
Hmm.
You know, that's the meaning of Uzodimba. So he has been slaughtering people anyhow. And everything that has a beginning has an end.
That's so right.
That's one thing they should know. So my ego,
The Prince.
the Supreme Court, the wig they are putting it on like a vulture. The people that they learn that thing from, they are no longer putting that wig on their head. They dress decently and come to court. But the colonial mentality is still there. Since then that they brought Tanko technicality, our court was also infiltrated with the repentant Boko Haram, just as is in the army, police. The court since then is only technicality, cheap way of dispensing the justice.
It's not about justice anymore. It's about technicality.
It's about technicality. Oh, you didn't come to court in time. You come late. So therefore, your case is hereby disqualified.
Gentleman, I always forgot. I'm glad we are talking about courts now, right? In Ogun State,
yes, Baba.
right? In Ogun State, where they proved the rigging of the election by the current dubious Dapo, the governor there, all right? And sorry for this, okay? I'm just going to use that to tell this story, Prince.
Yes.
Now,
okay.
Dubious Dapo is a friend to Amosun. So in 2015, he gave Amosun $1 million as his own support for Amosun's second term, so that Amosun would now give him ticket as APC, as a senator, so that when Amosun finishes in 2019, Dapo Abiodun will be ready then to run for governor, coming from the part of the state that is expected to possibly produce the governor, the permutation. So what Amosun now did was, Amosun now went on to make a deal with another person, another party, which is a Buruji Kashamu. So Buruji Kashamu wanted to be senator too. Okay. So, but you know, it's the presidential election first before governorship. Okay. Now, cut the long story short, Dapo Abiodun didn't become senator in 2015. So by 2019, he has fallen out completely with Amosun, but he was able to parley with Tinubu and the rest. So he became the candidate. Then he became the governor. So you see this election this year, Benga Daniel and Amosun, they were also friends pre-2003. Their own story also ended in a fight that is so popular. So in 2019, Dapo was looking for allies. So he now dragged Benga Daniel to himself. Okay? So everything Amosun took from Benga Daniel, Dapo Abiodun gave them back to him. So in 2023, there were already people up in arms against Dapo. He won't go for second term, and he didn't win the election at the end because of this. Okay, but something happened when the election happened this year. Senatorial and presidential election were done together, so they were all shouting Ashiwaju, Ashiwaju, and this and that. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the governorship election is going to be next in March. Benga Daniel started working for the son of Baba Jebu, Ladi. Remember that Dapo believed that he brought him out of political oblivion, that Amosun sunk him. But it wasn't even up to a whole month. Benga Daniel was already in bed, okay, with another person, another party to remove him. So what Dapo now did was that declare me winner, Mo go fight him in court. You understand? So they declared him winner, and they are currently in court. So at the tribunal, you know what the tribunal judge said in their ruling? They said, even though if there are evidence, but the fact that PDP lawyers use this word, that INEC purportedly declared Dapo Abiodun winner, for using the word purported, on that base, technically, they are throwing out the whole case in Ogun State. They are appealing now, and they will go to Supreme Court talking about courts, because you mentioned court now. That's why I have to tell you that background story and what it is now. So when you hear the story that Dapo Abiodun wanted to demolish Benga Daniel's wife's shopping complex, this was him coming back to say, how could I be so nice to you that you didn't want me to come back? That what you actually did was that the whole Ijebu, where we come from, went for Ladi Adebutu, Omo Baba Jebu. And he believed that it was Benga Daniel who did all of that work. How could you do that to me? But don't worry. Momo will rig first. We'll go meet for court. When court finally legitimizes the rigging, I go come back to you. Purported is the reason why they throw the case out. Purported. How could you say INEC purportedly declared him winner? He's declared winner. Just say INEC declared him winner. Why did you say purported? Because of that purported, this case is hereby dismissed. Nigeria courts. Prince.
Mayego, thank you for this explanation. You see, this thing that is happening, why wouldn't I ask for my Biafra? Whether good or bad, why wouldn't I ask for Biafra? How can I carry one container in one hand? Container business. At the other hand, I'm using it to fight terrorism. I'm using it to fight those that even my money in the bank is not safe. Somebody in the bank is working in the bank can give information to scam outside, to clear the money I've suffered for many, many years, to put in the bank. Is that a country? Let us, Mayegu, you see, these people that, these Agbadorians, Kolu told them that if they expose his identity of female to male, to male, that it will cause him irreversible or irreparable damages.
So they will cause him irreparable damages. And the irreparable damages are what these older people in Nigeria are telling us that now we the cause him. It's not him. Like what the hell?
Mayegu, na Kolu take a mouth to talk and say this thing will cause them irreparable damages.
That's right.
First way they can't defend them. This way they can't defend them. It don't be madness, Mayegu. It's madness. Now that person need to go to psychiatry. Let them shake the person's brain.
Yeah.
Maybe the brain there's something that is very, very bad and that rotten.
Maybe there is no
they used to diagnose anymore. That person. Somebody that you are defending said that this thing that has happened to him is irreparable damage. So what are you defending? Even if you're a lawyer, is it that lawyer has the sicko in the head? That's Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. If that country is not break up and I have my Biafra, everybody go chop COVID. Everybody go chop COVID.
I beg go. I don't get antibody. So anyway, Prince Jejema, I'll take this one. Thank you.
Respect, Baba.
Nice one. So free the innocent man is a very simple request, I would say. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu. How are you?
Hello, sir. I am very well. How are you?
I'm doing super great. God bless you, Mayegu.
Amen.
God bless you. Happy
Dr. Agbede.
Happy Tuesday. Yes. It's me.
Your voice is different today. Are you at home?
Happy Tuesday. No. I'm at the conference meeting, but don't worry. I'm somewhere. Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you again tonight, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Mayegu and the rest of the Temple of Truth. Haven't listened to what you have said today, the 10th day of October 2023, about what happened 24 years ago concerning Tinubu certificate fake issue.
That's right.
Okay. Thank God Almighty that this is now 2023.
That's right.
Things have changed.
That's right. A lot has changed.
Bottom line, yes, a lot have changed. Bottom line is, we shall see this time around who is going to laugh last. Let us wait and see. So, meanwhile, let me thank these people for now for making the job of FBI very easy. Kenneth Okonkwo, Dele Farotimi, Chief Aredele Momodu, David Undanyi, Mayegun Diary Political. So these 5 people, for now, they're making the job of FBI very, very easy. Meanwhile, FBI, they've given the go-ahead for this to make a world press conference. So that go-ahead, I've already given that go-ahead. So I'm now taking what to do here. Correct.
Right.
So, as I said, we just thank God that this is now 2023. Things have changed. when you mentioned 24 years ago, how many of our head of state can go to UN General Secretary and at that minute they can cancel the meeting? This has not happened before. You see, that is food for thought. Food for thought. All meetings were cancelled at the last minute. That is food for thought for them to ponder with. God bless you, and God bless the going. Thanks so much.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you so much for that. Everything else as expected is classified. Hello there. You might need to possibly just mute that broadcast. You are connected. Can you do that?
Yeah, hello, Mayogu.
Hello, sir. You need to move away from that room or mute it too, sir.
Okay. Mayogu, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you?
Well, very well. Thanks.
Okay. I just want to tell you, you're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'm calling from where it's called País Vasco in Spain.
Oh, okay. Right there from Spain. You just want me to stick to that? You want to give me?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
My name is Owen.
Owen. That's the one I can always remember.
Yeah.
How are you doing tonight, sir?
Okay. I'm all right. I just want to share a bit what happened to me today. I went to drop a friend in France. He's returned back to UK. Then on my way coming back after dropping him, I've never had any control in my entire life since my 16th year in Spain. So on the border to Spain to France to Spain, because I live in the border between Spain and France. On my way coming back, France National Police, they now saw me and stopped me. They searched every bit of my car. Around 7 a.m. in the morning, they searched everything in my car. I opened everything. Say, come down.
Is that something unusual?
No, it's not. It's not. No. It's not usual because it's a border. It's a free.
You just have to show your identity, and that's you.
Exactly. But today they were three, and they start. Yes, today was different. To be honest, so I just remembered you to say, this will happen to everybody. It doesn't really matter whether you are citizen anywhere, but it will must happen to everybody today. So I just want to share it today.
Man, thank you so much, because you see stories like this, as long as they don't end in any sort of brutality or fatality and all that. I'm happy that you are sharing them, because to some people, it may be so so little. For somebody who has fought through a system and still legalized enough that all this kind of harassment are no longer theirs anymore. Man, we fought for stopping harassment in this different part of the world that we find ourselves. Only for us, after we have managed to scale through all the legal roadblocks, then for us to now be tagged and be profiled again. Many people won't understand this. So thank you so much for sharing, sir.
Exactly.
You have a good one, okay?
You do well. Thank you so much. And you too. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, like I said, a lot of people won't understand. You see, when you see somebody who is American or British or Canadian or Qatari or South African or any other passport that you normally knows why you decided to get them, only for you to have them with you, and here we are. You are still being kind of, profiled in a way that to so many people, now that second passport, they save them. Imagine you present your Nigerian passport and being treated just anyhow, and you know why. They're only for you to bring another passport to save yourself. A lot of people may not understand what this simply means psychologically, especially when you are with your family. If you are alone, fine. Not fine, but I don't mean fine. You can manage it, Sabi. But when you are with your family and your whole family is subjected to that kind of profiling, a lot of people will understand. Sorry for keeping you waiting there, my caller. How are you, sir?
Hello, Baba.
Sir, how far?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well, sir.
It's nice to speak to you again, bro.
It's a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for calling in. Please.
Yeah, just to support what the last caller have just said. I returned from Lagos today. And when I got to Amsterdam, for the first time, the pilot, they took us through a different route. They didn't mix us all up with the crowd. And I was wondering what's going on. Because normally there's a way out, but they were waiting for us. There's a police dog. All the officers, they're standing around, and we have to queue up.
And they're like frisking you and checking you, and
they frisk the dog first, smell through and all that.
Wow.
And after that, everyone they ask you questions. Even me, I was like, look at my age now. I'm carrying a British passport, and it's like he's asking me, "You went to Paris last month?" I said, "Yeah, I took KLM, so it was through Air France, and I stopped at Paris. Is that a crime?" No. And you went to Spain 3 months ago. I said, "So what?" I'm just asking questions. They like physically stop everyone and ask them questions. It's like, what's going on? What? But come to think of it now, I'm starting to realize the reason why. It's not because of anything, but what our country has become.
You know, the instruction they've been given. You need to be careful when you see Nigerian passengers. All of them, just be careful with them, okay? You need to check out for this,
exactly.
And that alone, being singled out when you are coming back from a journey, you're just coming down from the plane and you are subjected to different kind of God knows. When you are actually thinking of going home to get some rest and get yourself ready for whatever is coming next. A lot of people don't understand what this means, but they will do it to all of us. All of us.
They will. They will. Even, I spent time in Nigeria and I just find out. I keep telling them, you cannot plant lie and say,
harvest truth.
By God's grace, it will become truth. It will not become truth. You cannot plant something and hope to reap something else. It will never happen. I keep telling, they have excuses for everything.
I tell you.
Even when I got to Heathrow Airport and we were waiting for our luggage, and we just got into a conversation, and the guy was even telling me that they've released Igbo, and you know what? He would dare not go to Nigeria. They would just kill him. So why you guys just talk about? You give even what government has no plan to do. You are the guys. Once you complain about anything in Nigeria, people that are suffering will be telling you, I say, so what's your game?
Well, you are next. Imagine people telling me on this program that I am next. Next for what? What did I do? For telling about what they are doing to you? You are right, oh. There are those who call on them and say, deal with them, Jare. I want Dabi Mosheda.
And I was telling the man, I said, if some people did not fight for us, this country, as we come in here now, they will probably chain us up. And instead of you to, even if you cannot do anything, you just keep your mouth shut. If you cannot encourage them, you keep your mouth shut. It's you, Lord, that will be saying, if you go to Nigeria, they will kill you. If you say this, I said, what are you gaining from that?
Well, the Yorubas, not those who are asking him to be killed. And when they couldn't kill him, they were asking, why did it not turn to cat? Why did it not turn to this or that? They wanted him killed. Remember that, sir? Because he's asking for Yoruba nation. And they wanted Yoruba president. Now they have the Yoruba president. We are all at it.
Even I say, you guys are genuinely suffering. Or better still, stop asking me for anything, because I'm not going to give you anymore. Because if you think as you claim to be suffering, you beg me for this, you beg me for that, and I oblige you. So that means I'm the one that is stupid. Because if you can't see that you're suffering under this government, and now I'm telling you you're suffering, and I'm still giving you money, that means I'm not sensible. So I bet you guys are the one showing me that I'm stupid. So I'm not giving you anything anymore. Don't come to me and tell me you are hungry, because the moment I start showing you the root cause of your problem, you give them excuses. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, by January, lágbára Ọlọ́run, by February. I say you guys are so stupid.
I mean, lágbára Ọlọ́run, tọ́lọ́run bá jẹ́ Ọlọ́run, by middle of next year, you will see what this country will be like. Everybody will be thanking Asiwaju, and you'll be like, who is talking? Look at who is talking. Somebody will have no clue what is going to be his own fate next minute in a country that is certain.
He cannot even feed himself. He's hungry.
And
they expect me to give him some money.
By December, $1 will be £1. I'm like, what the hell? In fact,
I said, look at, he's been there for 3 months. Within 3 months, Naira has skyrocketed. Everything is happening to you guys.
And you think when you are at home then? So now from
you're thinking next year.
Jump.
And then you still say, by next year. I said, listen, guys, don't just come to me and complain that you are hungry. Oh, yeah, you see, sir, I will come to work and there's no money to go. Don't tell me about it anymore, because obviously I'm the one that is stupid and you are wiser than me. So if you are enjoying it at Lágbára Ọlọ́run, everything will be okay. Don't come to me and see. I can't understand these people.
I mean,
man.
Somebody, I was talking to a very close person of mine, and then it was like them, trying to kind of talk me into getting something out, right, as usual. But like close person, they will get it anyway, right? And I was like, man, you have been taking all this money and you only tell me about your business. You never actually told me about profits. Like, it was like a free money and the rest of that. Like, if this money was a loan and I ask you to pay back, how are you going to pay back? Then another part, it was like, how could that be 500 grand? 500,000, that's a lot of money. Man, the way you call money in Nigeria, man, is so massive. 500K. Where person go see 500K now? Is they are telling me God will pay me. No, when I leave, God no they pay like that too. I have to go and work.
Okay? Exactly.
I said, but God will provide that job. Are you crazy? Like God provide that job so that I can use 500,000 to come and pay this. Like, why didn't you ask that God to do it for you? Like you just tell me that, you know what, Mayegun, don't worry. God will provide the 500,000. Don't worry yourself. I'll go and ask God. Because I know I cannot ask God in this Nigeria. You are brother, those who can ask God. Like I know God will do it for you. Do you get that, sir? The ability of thinking.
Let me share a little joke before I go. Sir? let me share a little joke before I go. You see, my brother, I keep telling him during the election period, because I was in Nigeria, vote wisely. Hey, àwọn Igbo ọmọ ní oníṣẹ́ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ Nigeria Yorùbá turn one. I said, my brother, hey, I am telling you. So now that I return, I just say, my brother, you must be really enjoying now. Everything is okay done. And you know what better?
You are not telling
and he started laughing. And I say, tí Igbo bá náà yín lẹ́gbàá méjì, ó máa dùn yín gan. But tí Yorùbá fún yín 20, kò ní dùn yín rárá. You don't feel the pain. If it's a Yoruba man that is whipping you to 20 good latches, you say, very nice. It's very nice. It's Yoruba latches. It tastes good.
So if
But the Igbo
was
one,
giving you 20 lashes at a go, I mean, you just have to be like, it's fine. But Igbos cannot be. I mean, cannot give you 2 lashes. The world could collapse.
yeah.
Crazy.
That is more painful.
And we must never allow that. We must never let that happen. So here we are, sir. Everybody is what? Everybody don't they chop up because
they chop breakfast. So
get that, sir.
Thank you.
Bugwala ma je breakfast. Asiko to ni kaluku ma je tie ototo ni. Summa billah.
Hello there.
Hello. Yeah, Mayego.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. Thank God I'm getting you today.
I'm happy
I've
you did.
like tried many times in the past. I think I've spoken to you twice before.
I mean, I could tell, but
I don't know if you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I spoke to you concerning Tinubu?
Right.
That we are just looking at the tribunal case.
We were expecting their
but
judgment.
I told you people that what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I told you people then that you people should not be worried about the tribunal. You people should be more worried about Tinubu capturing Nigeria. And I made a statement that if he succeeds in capturing Nigeria, that Tinubu will rule beyond 8 years.
Yes.
I don't know if you remembered.
I now remember. I mean, the moment you started talking about the capture and all of that, I think I do remember now. And some of us probably does too.
Yeah. The painful part of all this thing is that, the painful part of all this thing today is that it's like as if our hands, we are helpless because this guy has captured everywhere. And we are surprised that people like Fela Duro, what do they call him, is part of this now today. More people that you respect more, they will come up. They are just under the carpet. Do you know why? Why you people are busy? Why you people are busy speaking things, bringing issues about him? He's also busy sorting for people's dirty linen that he will use against them to get them by his side.
Yes.
Some of these people you see that are well respected that is coming to mess up now.
Yeah,
some of them they didn't intend to do so. So he knows people that will speak, that people say this man can speak, which means I have somebody on my side that it is done. So he is going while you are relaxing, fighting for him, fighting against him. He is busy going to seek for people's dirty linen in the past to use against them to get them by his side.
Yes.
So if
it's called consolidating power, ma'am.
Yes.
He's consolidating it.
Yes. So those of you that have integrity left with you, if those of you that have integrity left with you, that still want to stand on the truth, it is either you go and clean your dirty linen, or you come out, take the shame once and for all. Because this is what this man is busy doing. Because you cannot comprehend why somebody that spoke against you just feel it's not all about money. Everything is not money.
I know.
You can't comprehend someone that spoke against you some few months back that was heavy against you. All of a sudden,
he's now attacking everybody, calling them names and calling it nonsense.
You understand me?
Something is wrong.
Every man has his ego.
That's right.
And for a man to stand in the time of when people expect him not to stand against you means that the man knows what he is saying and is not ready to back up. But there's a place you hold a man at a tight corner. He will not have any choice but to dance to your tune because he doesn't want your dirty linen to be washed outside. So that is what is actually going on. A lot of people will come up because a lot of our people, these people that started politics with him in the past 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, some of them have soiled their hand when the world has not gone digital.
And it has gotten to a stage that if you are going to be against me, you better just keep your mouth shut. But if you are going to go public, then we are going to come for you too. And a lot of them just started changing their tone. This is not normal. It's not ordinary. Trust me.
Exactly. Exactly. So you know that the system has been so corrupt that most of them, because there's no digital experience, there's no IT intelligence to expose their corruption in those days. Some of them, he has their records. Some of them are people that are being set up. Some of them are people that just don't know what to do. At this point, they don't have any. When you are condemning them, in their inner room, they are crying, but they don't have any choice but to play along.
I agree.
So that is one major thing this man is using against these people.
He compromise on them.
That if you can watch the way he went to P2B tonight and he could not find anything. So much more?
You remember when P2B said, if they find any criminal past of his, okay, that it will stop campaigning. On a second part, he said, if you find any money, either traced to me, my wife, my children, or any commissioner that work under me, I will stop this campaign. That was meant. I was like, and Tinubu and Co couldn't do anything. They couldn't bring anything real. The guy dared them. He
dared them. They have searched, they could not find. If they have searched, they could not find. So I'm telling you that most people that have spoken against him in the past, that is coming to come against, that is coming to be on his own side, just know that person has a dirty linen that Tinubu wants to expose.
Public.
So it's not about the wealth alone.
It's not about them being given money or given corn. No, it's about the corn they've eaten
it's not about the corn alone. It's about their image. You know, those that live in the glass house don't throw stones.
They don't throw stones.
So that's what he's doing to them now. Right. So more people are likely to come up while you're busy doing his investigative move that will get to his side, and he's capturing them. He's capturing them.
It's like they are activating them one after the other. If you activate one in the north tomorrow, they will activate another one in the south.
Exactly.
Day after. And watch for people's reaction.
Exactly. So when they capture the nice ones, they use reverse psychology to watch people's reaction, how we are going to react to it. If they succeed, if they get that one done, if they say that we are not reacting, they get another one. So most of the people that are clean now are these youths now that are fighting. They are clean because they are not into the government. But those of them that have been into banking sector for 20 years, government sector for 15 years, a lot of them are dirty. A lot of them were once scammers. They were once 419. A lot of them have one dirty linen or the other. So that is the major problem. And I tell you,
this is why the state capture today means that the criminals have actually taken over the asylum. So
they've taken over. So I don't know how. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know if God is going to turn somebody's mind to disappoint him. My prayer is just God to create a label in their midst. Someone that will label against him. You
Except
understand?
something happened within. Except something happened within. Everything coming from without.
There must be a misunderstanding within. Yes. If there's no misunderstanding within, they can't conquer these people. There must be somebody that must go against him within their cartel to bring him down. If not, look at him. He said he has given us a hint that he's changing the whole director general and the GI. You understand? So now he's clearing the whole place.
Yes.
Everybody will collect, including the Northerners. They will collect. He has captured. The only thing that will remove that man out of that seat is death.
And you know the fear. Do you know another fear, man? You know another fear, man. Yeah. Some people need to think very deep here. What I'm about to say now. Okay, all of us who are listening. You see, those who want Tinubu gone, and possibly disqualified, they should always make it clear that Shetima must follow Ramo.
Of course, very important.
If Tinubu go, leave Shetima. Well,
that one is the worst.
You understand now, I don't know how the story go handle. So when people are making that demand, maybe they make it clear. If Tinubu they go, Shetima must
go. Whatever that brought them into the system is Tinubu that brought them into. Whatever that brought them into the system is corruption, and they know about it.
That's right.
So both of them should go.
God bless you.
I don't know if you understand me. Whatever that brought that presidency into the system is total based on forgery.
You know.
So they should go.
So you cannot build something on nothing.
In fact, APC as a whole is forgery based on that information.
Thank you so much.
So if Tinubu should go, anything APC should go. So watch out. If Tinubu finish ruling this country, watch out for Sheyi. I told you the other day. Watch out for Sheyi. Watch out for Remi Tinubu. Watch out for Yaloja.
Sheyi go play polo for Kano with presidential jets
with the jets
yesterday. I've been 2 days ago.
They're doing your what? You can't do anything.
Why don't I carry the same presidential jet go shoot a film for Bauchi?
You can imagine that.
Tobani something for Bauchi, Nigeria.
And another thing I want to tell you again that will shock you. Another thing I want to tell you that will shock you. You know Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes.
The person that captured Nnamdi Kanu is Tinubu, not Buhari.
It was like a future game.
Yeah, it's a future game. There are a lot of things. Look, you don't need anybody to put one-on-one together. Things don't happen by accident. Because do you know what I'm saying? Is if somebody like Tinubu is really willing, he would attend to Nnamdi Kanu's case. Because he has no hand in it. But there is something there.
He has no case against him. He has
Buhari
nothing.
has no
Even Buhari couldn't prove everything for 8 years.
Let me tell you, Buhari government has no intelligence to track Nnamdi Kanu down. It is a cartel. It is the capability of a drug cartel that can pull such stunts.
You know where I think Buhari started feeling like this Tinubu is a pure criminal and he just wanted to finish his own inglorious time and just go away from all of them, was when Central Bank Governor, Baba, see, milady, Central Bank Governor Emefiole could not come to Nigeria because DSS, that is also working for Buhari, is looking for him. That they had to use the presidential guard to go and welcome Emefiole when he finally returned to Nigeria. Presidential guard from the airport, they guided him straight into Aso Rock. Buhari is the president of DSS at that time. They were almost no longer listening to him. They were listening to Tinubu.
I'm telling you, the guy had I go and if you remember my conversation 2 times, this guy had a huge network. He had a bad network, especially all over Africa. He has bad network, and that is why they could not release Nnamdi Kanu. Even without this thing, because the guy, Nnamdi Kanu now, he will say it the way it is.
Yeah, now he will fire them. You know where I don't want them to trick us on this Mazis case, right? In my own view, sure you get. They they don't know how they are going to really discharge him, right? Without having to ask him not to come after them, and they can't guarantee that, right? Now I kind of thinking the Supreme Court that was supposed to just rule on the appeal court ruling that said he has to be apologized to, pay the 5 billion naira and put on a jet and return back to Kenya. That was the ruling of the appeal court. That's the one in front of the Supreme Court right now, right? Now, the Supreme Court didn't see anything. So they have now shifted that to January 5 or so, okay? I'm sorry, December 5th or so. That's next 2 months, okay? Now, in that space, they are now talking more on trying to beg Tinubu to release him before the Supreme Court decision. You know what that simply means? They will be able to sneak in the request of, you know what, we have to give you some condition so that Tinubu can release you. Or else, Supreme Court will not listen to this case. Do you get what I mean now?
They are playing games.
Yeah, they are playing games.
I understand the games. They are playing games. So that's just, we are in deep mess. It's just the grace of God. We are in deep mess because once they captured, and to be honest, my Yoruba brothers, those that are following him, they are following him like zombie.
Because they believe they will get something from him. He's known as a very good giver.
There is like, I will say, I tweeted the other day that Tinubu's government and Buhari's government is worse than the military government.
Tell me about it. I bet people actually
it's worse than the military government. I'm telling you, Abacha was able to allow them to protest.
And now, people will be saying
he allowed people to protest.
Abacha, we were still protesting during Abacha. Soldiers will come, they will do this the following day, people are gathered again, and it's everywhere.
You understand? Now, even the youth, now they have more zeal to do that, but they can't do it.
In a democracy.
It's a big mess. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's really a big mess.
It is going to spark.
Let me call in and just throw my 2 cents on this.
I mean, you have already. Thank you so much for all of that. Okay, thanks a lot. And you have a quick one. Okay, I am going to take just 1 or 2 more, and we'll call it a night. Okay, but I already took one. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, Michael.
Hello, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah. Every day it's just becoming more shocking. Anybody that thinks that the Supreme Court is going to do anything, they must just pinch themselves and.
Not thinking straight. I bet a lot of people don't even think they will do anything anyway. I don't think a lot of people expect them to.
And sadly, I think the only thing that is left, I'm afraid, is going to be revolution, and it's going to be violence. Revolution is not a peaceful
revolution. Tell them.
It has to be, and blood has to.
Revolution is
blood
not
has
love story. It's not fancy. It is.
It is not. No, it's not. It's not nice at all. You know, even Christ that gave his life for us, he had to shed his blood so that we will be free.
You know,
so I'm
talking about Christ, brother. Talking about Christ. For those who are asking for the God of Israel to fight for us, listen to me. Israel right now, they have to use a real technology to fight.
They weren't doing prayer vigil and said that God should send
prayer. No. Carry gun. Go on.
Yeah, that God should send angels to gather sleep and kill all the enemies.
They will all be dead by Monday.
See, the thing is that let's just get real, because all these people, it seems to me that they are grooming the next generation of us, and they're going to be even worse than their fathers. I mean, I've never seen where the son of a president is go and watch a polo match. His dad has got a private jet. Why didn't he jump on his dad's private jet and go? Why should he go? So they're just telling you now that it's a family thing, that you guys cannot do anything. Anybody that says anything, and people have not started seeing shit go in Nigeria. Just wait after the Supreme Court thing. There's going to be massive arrests that you cannot even say nothing. There's going to be massive arrests. They're just
to go Ghana, any nearest border.
Exactly. Look at the what's it called, the position now. Do you know some idiots are still trying to defend what is written in black and white, that this guy is a criminal? I think it's a mental problem with some people.
I can't say no, because when something is like something you can't really explain, they actually continue to happen, and as a pattern, you begin to ask that there must be a diagnosis for something like this.
I'm telling you. I've never seen this sort of thing. And then the church, I'm not criticizing the church, but when you start talking about the church, they will think that you're antichrist, that you don't believe in God and all that. But where the church cannot say the truth, the so-called GOs will be lying through their teeth. Even this Feladro Toye, do you know he's a pastor in one of the big churches in Lagos? He's a pastor there. All liars. They gave you an appointment and all that, instead of you to say, listen, I do not stand for righteousness. If you become a part of a gang that went for a heist to spoil to eat of their spoil, you to become a criminal. It's just as simple as that. But the day is going to happen. One day we'll wake up, we'll hear that familiar music.
Where I want to make you actually speak there is that, Shure, Afela, Kingsley Moralu, Fashua, who else was among them at the time? But I shall remember this 4 or 5, right?
Yes, they were very vocal.
You remember?
Yeah.
We were like, let's have those who should be president. Look at the way they're talking. No. Imagine Shure, special advisor to President Shure now on TV, telling all of us talking right now that we are stupid, we don't know what we are talking about, we don't understand government. That's exactly what the likes of Fela is. Even though it's an insult to compare Fela with Shure. I'm just saying around that time, you will
Exactly. It's just so hard and all that. And what they are doing right now, I tell you, the reason why I think they are meeting all these people is for propaganda. There are a couple of YouTube channels that are actively when I say actively, they're actively pumping out false narratives. I don't want to say the channel, but please make a note of my number. I will send you the link, and you will be shaking your head. They are
propaganda is like on the steroid, Abby. Full lies.
No. Listen, they are bigots pro max. You find people that call themselves that are educated. These are not illiterates. These are educated people that live in diaspora. That is the worrying thing. They're actively the person that runs that channel is here in the UK. I will say not my number. You know who is calling now? Jide here. You don't know my number. I will send it to you, and you just shake your head. So this sort of thing. I believe he's been bankrolled by the APC, and so that is what they're just.
They just kind of tell all different propaganda. Then attack his enemy and the rest of that, and then they go to bed. And the following day they come back.
PR, yeah, the PR. Instead of them to
people are there feeding on that.
Arise News gave it to them today. Surprisingly, they were saying instead of employing economic advisors, they are employing more propagandists into their
That is my title too. Now I saw the list of those Baba Tinubu has made. He called them media communication team. This guy as Minister of Information. He has a special advisor on media, senior special advisor on media. Now he now put together a new media team, and he gave them roles like public communication, information, public engagement, special advisor on public engagement. He hired over 60 people, and he put them together in the media team to be paid.
The other madman that was very vocal in the past. We don't hear about him anymore. I know that. I think he's the one coordinating. Yeah, Dele Alake.
Let me tell you that one quickly before you go. You see that Dele Alake initially.
Yes.
The plan was Dele Alake will do Tinubu's information ministry, so that he will be the one in charge of controlling those media. But they now discovered that if you know the amount of illegal miners in Nigeria and how much money they are making, Tinubu believed that the real billions is not in crude oil. They are in those natural resources. He called Dele Alake. So Dele Alake offered himself and said, I need to go and handle that for you. It's like a money spinning. So they now say they will put together a small army for Dele Alake. For the ministry, so it will be called Forest Ranger, but they are just like small army, like that, armed.
Trust me. Trust me. The northern youth are rising. They are just not talking now. But when they start talking, they are rising. They are rising because all these things is even the shame has started. If this man is not shameless with this thing that has happened, he should have called himself to order. I mean, remember, that leads me to the next point too. We have not even started seeing all the files from FBI. That one is going to be a banger.
That one is like waiting. You know what I'm feeling sorry for, or feeling concerned for, Jaidi, right? Is that I'm going on a family holiday next week, right? And it's going to be like a straight 5 days. And the places there's not going to be internet like here, right? It's going to be like a deeper jungle of Scotland. Now I'm like,
oh my God,
Baba, I can't drop the whole thing. We see I don't tell my brethren all these months. They can't drop and not there around. Man,
don't worry.
If I do a video with just my phone, I go do it and tell people, say, wait till I go give you details later. But yeah, we are all waiting for the FBI. Baba,
I'm sure they will wait for my ego until you come back.
It's going to be so disappointing. Imagine all of you going elsewhere to go and read about it. And you are seeing people talking about it, and you're like, man, God damn it. Can't go around and sing. If my ego there around, this thing will make sense. You know that thing?
My ego there is Dr. Damages. I don't know whether you know him. He's doing a great work. New York here, he's doing some great work as well, you know.
That's his approach.
Yeah, but he uses a bit of satire and intellectualism to expose them. He allows them to and open up their dirty backside and all that. And then he's doing a great work as well. Anyway, thank you very much for having me this evening. God bless.
Okay, have a good one. Okay, take care, Baba. So that is Judy from London. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. I'm sorry that I'm stealing 20 minutes from your time again, but I promise you, once I have my schedule in order again, there is so much I'm into right now. There's so much. But I'm always going to be here as much as possible. Okay? So bear with me for now. But that will be it for tonight. If you joined us midway, remember, if you don't like my music, that long music, just once you join the new broadcast, if you want to watch it again, just fast forward it to about 7 minutes. So that's when I started giving a highlight of what I want to talk about, and you can continue watching from there. Remember, so the reason why you always have that long music is because Mayegun's Diary Political is always live. And live means it's like starting a program. You have to wait for others to join before everybody gather enough to say, yeah, let's go. That's how we do it. And that's how we've been running it. So thank you for all your support. I'm going to see you some other time. So until then, please stay safe and don't leave without your own offering. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel as usual, right? If you haven't already. So next time, it's going to be us again. So thank you and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary Political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.